Good morning. I'm Ina with you again. I live in a mountain village in Carpathia and I love it here. That's why I want to share all the peculiarity of life in such a colorful region with you. But to actively promote the channel, I need your help. Please subscribe, like this video or leave any comments below. This morning I have a lot to do. I am in a hurry to go to the chicken coop to feed the birds, and secondly, to collect fresh eggs. This should be done right away in the morning, because there is a high probability that the hens will break their own eggs. They lay them right on the hay. There are a lot of eggs now, and this is very good because homemade eggs are much healthier than store-bought ones. A little piglet lives nearby. Villagers have to keep livestock to provide themselves with everything they need for a normal existence. I never thought that chickens are such smart birds. You can safely let them out in the yard. They will definitely not run away. They always come home. They know exactly where they can walk. It's very interesting to watch them. It is a completely different world. I used to live in the capital, where I was surrounded by completely different colors, so here I still can get used to such bright green grass that hardly turns yellow in summer. I am fascinated by this unsurpassed beauty of nature. You feel harmony everywhere here. The mountains attract me, and I am sincerely glad that I can always watch them. It's just a fairy tale, but life in the village is hard and busy. You have to work hard to get something. For example, I am developing my own culinary skills here. By the way, in the summer it's very convenient to cook right outside. The fresh air and beautiful scenery set you up for various experiments. I especially like working with dough now. You shouldn't be afraid of it. If you strictly follow the proportions specified in the recipe, everything will work out. This time I need 2 glasses of water at room temperature, a teaspoon of salt, a teaspoon of sugar, wheat flour, 2 eggs, and a little vegetable oil. Mix all of this in one bowl and mix thoroughly. The way you knead the dough directly affects the final result. In the old days, it was believed that one should work with dough only in a good mood and after prayer. That is why Ukrainians attach great importance to bread. Actually, this is a tradition of any country. We have a saying, bread is the head of everything, and believers associate the body of Christ with bread. So I try to think about something positive when I knead the dough. It's good if you have a kneader at home, but I belong to the category of people who believe that dough should be kneaded only with your hands. This is the only way to feel its structure, density, and the other characteristic. This is the only way to make it elastic and tasty. When I look around at these flowers, trees, grasses, and hills, my mood immediately improves. It is not surprising that people who use various spiritual practices for self-discovery come to the Carpathians every year. Just amazing how wonderful it is to do yoga, for example, with such views. In fact, I moved to the Carpathians for a different reason, and now I enjoy my leisurely life. But back to the dough. The finished piece of dough should be rolled out quite thinly. And using an originally glass, you should cut out circles of dough like this. Of course, today I am going to make my own dumplings. And now just any dumplings but ones with cheese. This is a traditional dish of Prikarpatia, and while in the central regions of Ukraine sweet dumplings with cottage cheese are originally cooked, in the west salty dumplings are more common. The cottage cheese is pre-salt and you can add a variety of herbs to it. It is up to the individual's preference. And pitching dumplings correctly is a real art. I confess that I didn't master it right away. This is the beauty I get when I made a real homemade dumplings. Now you can either cook them right away or freeze them. Of course, Ukrainian cuisine is associated with more than just dumplings for the general public. When we talk about Ukrainian dishes, it's hard to imagine them without lard. Indeed, it is almost a national product. Lard is eaten with everything, with first courses, with side dishes, as an independent snack. So I cut the delicious lard into thin slices. I will use it to make the legendary Ukrainian cracklings. So I continue to cut the lards into cubes. And how can you do this without onions? I also cut them into cubes to fry them in a pan. The more onions, the juicier the roast will be. I have an electric stove in my house, but I prefer to cook on a wood stove even in summer. It is very convenient for me. In addition, most of the dishes are much tastier this way. And now I put a frying pan on the fire, heat it up well and fry the onions and bacon. This is a classic dressing for salt pumpkins. A little more and dinner will be ready. But I still have a lot of things to do outside. For example, I need to paint some wooden pieces. I'm even trying to create furniture with my own hands. It's a very interesting and exciting process. But let's not get distracted from lunch. The dumplings are ready. They are served in a deep clay jug which is called a makitra in almost all regions of Ukraine. Natural clay keeps the temperature well, so the dish stays hot longer in makitra. What are dumplings without sour cream? Enjoy!